Friends, that's the whole idea of Toastmasters. The whole idea of improving yourself is just come and talk, because there's no money involved. At least you are paying your money before me, it's not the money involved. But then I've been paying whatever I have to pay for my manuals and for my travel and all that. I have to pay for it, right? Whatever Toastmasters takes. In fact, I was just telling them, it's disheartening that I'm not in Goa right now. The Toastmasters meeting is happening there, and all our friends are participating in the contests. But how do they go into these contests? How do these people end up in Goa participating in a table topic contest, for example, or in a prepared speech contest, or humorous speech contest, or an evaluation contest? Friends, the contests are there only to set a benchmark, not only for yourself, but a benchmark that you set for other people. Right? Now we have contests in every club. It's about 6 or 7 people. You top that, then you go to the area, you have another 10 people there, and then you go to the division, you have 16 people there, and then you go to the district. So essentially you have overcome about, if you've actually been in the contest in the Goa contest, which is the district contest, you've actually finished about 6 speeches, come out on the top. But friends, to do the 6 speeches, you have to rehearse 1,000 times. My friend Sri Ranganathan rehearses speech 10 times every day. And then Saturday, Sunday it's 100 times. So he does 250 rehearsals a week. 100 every week, weekends, and 50, that is 10 every day. He is a Vice President Marketing Southeast Asia of Alargan. Alargan, people who make eye drops. He is only 25 days out of the country, only 5 days is in India. His family is in Chennai, his office is in Bangalore. That means every Saturday, Sunday he travels to Chennai to meet his people. Even in Singapore, Friday night takes a flight, he comes, Singapore makes appearance, and Sunday night takes a flight, Monday morning he goes to Delhi. Do you think he's just wasting his time in Toastmasters? I think many of them think that wasting their time in Toastmasters. A marketing head of Southeast Asia doesn't need Toastmasters, but Toastmasters needs them. That's the whole idea. The way that I told you the story, how many people were impressed by the way I told you the story? Yeah? And what was I trying to tell you? What is the story that I was trying to tell you? Well, I just tell you, I could just come and say here, we have Sri Ranganathan, he's a wonderful fellow, board every day, he comes with a wonderful Toastmaster, he does that, he does this. Will you be happy about it? Listen to me? You don't even listen. Friends, that's important that you pay for gestures and your voice. Next week, I think you have a voice modulation. But in my personal opinion, voice and your body gestures go along together. The whole idea to tell the story is a practical, real, good, true life story makes it interesting. Right or wrong? Yes. And which is current makes it even more interesting, right? So when are you giving your speeches? When you're doing your speeches, my friends, this gestures, whatever you're going to do, is a very important aspect of your speaking credentials. I'm sure that you're not going to be wonderful speakers, you're going to be speaking in United Nations, you're going to address United Nations, you're going to be addressing the IPL teams out there at some point in time, right? You're going to be addressing the foreign nationals when you're going to do your IAS or IPS. Perfectly alright. Why not dream about that? But even when you're talking to an audience like this, I think gestures makes a lot of difference. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now more than what I am going to say, what I know or what I think is good, what do you want to know about gestures? That is what is important for me. I'm not here to say what I want to say. What you want, you pick it up from here. You tell me whatever questions, whatever problems you have. I say please take this problems and please keep the windows open, throw the problems out the window. Okay? Just put them as challenges. Everybody knows something about athletics? Yes. You know what is hurdles? Yes. Yeah? 100 meters run is very easy. But 110 meters hurdles is more difficult. That means the jumping hurdles. All your life you're going to do this, friends. The road to success is always under construction. Keep jumping. There are going to be bad roads like Bangalore roads, yes. There are going to be traffic like Bangalore roads, yes. fighting out there, you're facing the challenges, you're overcoming your hurdles, correct? So what is that you want to overcome when you're talking? You tell me that, we will address those problems. What challenges are there? Yeah? Think, go ahead, whatever you want. Don't feel shy about it, there's nothing to feel shy about it.
What kind of gestures are allowed, or is there any restrictions in
No, there's no restrictions. No restrictions. As long as you can speak about sex, religion, politics, but then don't speak about it, but you can gesture about it. So that is the restriction. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
What I want to know is, there are formal speeches and informal speeches, right? And I've seen many on TV. There are some formal speakers who do not use gestures at all. Like they stand still and they're just addressing, holding the podium, addressing the crowd. So I want to know, gestures do matter, but there are speeches without gestures also make a big difference, right? So what is the basic use of a gesture?
Well, that's a natural opinion. It's a good question. He says a lot of people you see on TV or something, they're holding the audience and seeing it. Frankly, being a Toastmaster or being whatever it is, if you see people are talking like that, it's just about monotony. Unless they have a good voice modulation, they can go around. Right? Unless otherwise, I think gestures are very important. You're trying to move an audience. I mean, there are millions of people who are watching you on TV. Why are you just going to stand there and just say this? May not sound good. I don't know. Maybe you're feeling good about it. But then, why are you asking me why gestures are important or not?
Because I've seen big speakers like political heads who can move masses without gestures. I've seen, like there are many political rallies and they just stand still. I mean,
Any example you give me?
Modi for himself, sometimes. I think,
No, it's not facial expression, gesture. Just because of podium, I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Podium or whatever it may be, the problem with the president or the prime minister when they have a podium is all bulletproof. Because they have a fear. Otherwise, if you see them actually standing and talking, they're all good gestures are there. Any other examples you have?
I wanted to give the Modi example because I saw a recent speech of his from my granddad. And in that, yeah, he has a lot of voice modulation, but his hands are perfectly on the.
No, he uses his hands and then he does that. And then what do you think is doing? Why he does that? What do you think? What's my mission? Immediately puts his specs up like that. What's the vision? See, he's talking about the vision of India. Just puts his specs back like that and says, what's the vision? What's the vision? He could just ask, but then he's doing that because that's restricted. See, these are restricted gestures. What are you talking about? That is not a restricted gestures where you have a podium. You don't have to use it. But then if you say you have only this much place you want to talk, you will have to be able to do it. No, you still have to do that. So restricted. But the whole idea is when you have a space, when you are, how many of you have seen the movie called Queen?
Yeah.
All seen Queen? Kangana Ranaut. Yeah? It's a Hindi one. Whatever. See, the whole idea why the movie clicked was because acting is all about gestures. So even if you do gestures which are not very good, then you're not a good actor. The moment you find the gestures are good and going with the audience, that's why you find it's a hit and the acting is good. As simple as that. So the moment you give a good speech with good gestures, people say, nice speaker. Or your voice modulation, or your diction, or your vocabulary. Right? So all these actually count. That's why I said voice modulation, body language go hand in hand. If you don't have a good voice, then you can't be a great speaker because the mic is going to help you perfectly alright. Yeah? You have to have at least fairly good voice and a fairly good sense of gestures. Otherwise, you're not able to express yourself. When somebody gave a talk on probably the social networking, for example, or the dancing which is there in Manipur, or probably salsa, without the action, without that he comes and says salsa is like this, you actually shake, you shake this way, that way, you don't know what the hell is happening. So they are trying to tell you what exactly is the dance, whatever. So the gestures pertaining to your words, my friends, are very important. Yes, sad, sad. You know romantic, right? You can't say, hey, how nice, hey, you look nice, hey, everybody says the same thing, what the hell? It becomes very monotonous. Many of the gestures are monotonous. They are not actually required, but they do it for the sake of doing it. That is what you should avoid as a speaker. Gestures, for the sake of gestures, you do gestures, I'm very enthusiastic, people say, what the hell are you jumping off the wire? Come on. So gestures are important where it is. When you're delivering a speech, when you're giving a particular thing, for example, somebody saying, I would like to know what the hell is happening here, is a good one. When people ask you a question like that, when they do that, people say, oh, yeah, he's asking you a serious question. Yes, he's asking a serious question. He is serious about it. She is serious about it. Otherwise, they say, okay, what the hell is happening here? Tell me what's happening. Nothing happening, so what, yeah. So, don't put off people by giving monotonous gestures. Anything else?
I think what he's trying to say is that maybe culturally, like the Italians tend to extend their expressions with their hands. Like you see, mind your language, the Italian is all the time gesturing with his hands.
Yeah.
The English are
Absolutely,
are very reserved in their gestures.
Absolutely, no doubt at all. Each country's reaction is different. Culturally, they are different because you go hug at some people, you hand at some people, but for example, Japanese is not able to do that.
So when you gesture, does it indicate that you are not able to express yourself adequately through your speech? So you are trying to extend it with your
That's because of the language barrier. Just because of the language barrier. When you say you don't know what they say, I want to drink something. You obviously want to drink something. If they say water, how do you expect water then? Then explain, no? Then you show some bottle, then you pick up something and show them this is water I want to drink, I don't want a soft drink, I don't want a hot drink. Something like that. There is a way that you gesture only because you are trying to communicate. Ultimately, what are you doing in this whole case is you are effectively communicating. You're talking. But when you're talking, when you're also feeling sad and say, I really felt sad. The dog just died in front of me right here. I felt sad. See, as if something the dog died. I just saw it die and just came. No, you're not conveying sadness, you're not conveying the death. You're not conveying the laughter when you're laughing. It doesn't mean you're going to be boisterous and laugh a lot. No. There is a subtle hint that they say you're communicating, yes, this is what I'm communicating. So, the Italians or Germans or whatever it is, if you see many of them, anybody watch King's Speech? King's Speech? Yes. Toastmasters, we recommend that you always watch that. Because that's the way that you improve a person who's stammering and all that, you can improve on that. But there also you see how nicely he's expressed when he's talking on the mic, nobody's seeing him, but still, he's doing a little bit of gestures, this, that, so that he knows. You don't even know, you don't even see an RJ, right? Radio, but you know how many gestures is doing over there, sitting there, because it puts effectively communication. You heard somebody talking? No, it's not here, it's there, in that place. Don't you bring that one, you go to that top shelf, okay? Yeah, why are they doing that? Because they can communicate better when they are doing a certain kind of gesture. Just pick it up, Nobody's seeing them picking it up, right? Correct? It's a very simple thing. It's a very, very human tendency that you act certain things. But what happens when you come on stage? That is possible. Naturally, everybody is instinctive. You do exactly the same thing that you're doing with your friends, saying, I can pick this up, I can take this, I can do that. When you're coming and talking here, you're not doing that. You become stiff, cold, this, that, like this, all that is out. Just 2 foot apart, sit comfortably, say, you're saying yesterday, tomorrow, today. It's a simple gesture. But you're talking to somebody, no, yesterday, no, I was there. Then you're able to say that. Tomorrow I'm coming, definitely I'm coming tomorrow. You see, the thing is that what you're thinking, what you're expressing is the word that actually goes along with it. That's why they say thoughts and deeds go along. That's why they say children actually follow what the parents are doing rather than listening what they're saying, correct? If the father is constantly smoking and drinking, the children pick up the action. The action is picked up very well. So sometimes when you're saying something, some of them are not even listening to you. They're only hearing you, right? You've done the exercise here? Hearing listening exercise, you haven't done? You have done? Yeah? You all lift your hands? Yeah? Lift your hands? All lift your hands, very good. Both hands together? Good. Put your hands on the head. And then hands on your chin. Is that your chin? My action is spoken more than my words. Put your hands on your chin. I didn't say cheek. When I say put up your hands, I put my right hand. Somebody put up the left hand. I just said put up your hand. Somebody is doing this and saying, no, I put the right hand up. So this. I've gone this way, no, you're putting left hand. You're trying to follow, correct? So gestures, people are always observing, my friends. People are not just listening to you always, they're only hearing you, they're actually observing.